Furloughs hit a major metro hospital. Disinfectant is causing health concerns. You could face testing before going back to work, and a surprise guest at the NFL draft. Joe Chiodo from KSTV5 News This Morning is working from home and joins us now with a look at what's making news today. So, Joe, it could be a tough weekend for Children's Mercy employees as they're feeling the pain of this pandemic.
Yeah, Belinda, this news, it came out last night and we're beginning to learn a little more details about it this morning. We know that starting on Sunday, 575 employees will be furloughed at Children's Mercy. That could last up to 60 days, we're learning. On top of that, the hospital isn't filling 200 openings and the top executives will take a pay cut. 350 employees are already working fewer hours than normal. And during the pandemic, the hospital has only treated 4 COVID patients. Of course, as we've been telling you, this really doesn't impact kids like it does adults or people in their 20s, 30s, 40s and on. They say surgeries and outpatient procedures are down 70%. Again, there is a big concern for them, especially Sunday, whenever that begins. And then heading into next week, Monday, will certainly feel very strange for a lot of them.
Well, we'll be thinking of those healthcare professionals, of course.
Yeah.
Now, we've all been doing our best to disinfect, but now there's controversy surrounding disinfectant. What's this about?
Yeah, so I've been disinfecting my house, of course, for coronavirus, but also because, like you, Belinda, we've been anchoring from home. So the toughest part of doing so is keeping our houses clean, right? But aside from that, the whole reason there is controversy over this is because yesterday, President Trump said that maybe you could use disinfectant, ingest it to treat the virus. Disinfectant, it is now trending on Twitter. The maker of Lysol had to speak out saying, please ignore what the president said. He did backtrack off of that, saying that he didn't mean it in such a way after that. However, they are saying do not drink their products. And medical experts warned of the danger of him saying that that could be used. On the same note, the Missouri Poison Center tells us cases are up 35% over last year of poisonings. This is not related to what the president said. This is just simply because people are disinfecting their homes more and more. So those cleaning supplies are sitting out and kids are getting into them. Things like bleach and sanitizer. So kind of concerning. So keep that in mind. You want to clean your home. You want to stay safe, but also be sure to put it away once you're done with it.
Right. Especially if you've got small kids at home. Put it on a high shelf.
Yes, for sure.
So some employees may face COVID-19 testing before they can go back to work. What are we learning?
Yeah, so of course, as we approach somewhat of the end of this stay-at-home order, I know Kansas is going to be earlier than Missouri's. Kansas City of May 15th, and then some other areas are May 3rd. But this morning, a government agency is saying that companies will be allowed to test employees for COVID before they allow them back into their workplace. The whole reason behind this is that mandatory testing, that's usually banned by the Americans with Disabilities Act. But as we know, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission is saying companies can do it because in this case, the virus could be spread to others so easily and impact other people's health. So therefore, we need to test everyone before they enter through the doors. Right.
Great news there. Now, is there something that we were not expecting to see at the NFL draft last night, or maybe someone?
Yes, correct. Did you watch the draft, Belinda?
I watched the first few rounds, but Kansas City, since we had that 30-second pick, that was a little bit past my bedtime.
I know. Yeah, definitely past mine as well. So I didn't get to see it, but I caught up with it this morning, of course. Really cool to see, though, this done in such a fashion and put together in such a well-done way, despite all of the changes that were thrown at ESPN's way. But back to what you were mentioning, the big change. You don't really associate the NFL draft with an infectious disease expert, but someone made an appearance. These are strange times we're living in, so take a listen.
The NFL football draft is a very important component of the sports world in the United States and even in some respects worldwide.
And we all know who that guy is, of course, right. Dr. Anthony Fauci making a taped appearance on the draft. Fauci urging Americans to remain hopeful. Yes, cross your fingers in spite of the outbreak, and said hopefully America can return to watching football soon. So many people have asked this question to our newsroom, Belinda, wondering, will there be an NFL season? Right. Of course, I'm not a psychic. I can't predict the future. I hope there is. I think the question is, how big of changes will we see regarding the future of the season? Will fans pack Arrowhead to the capacity that they did in the season past? And that is all to be determined, as we know. But as Fauci said, let's hope there is, because we we need it, that's for sure. In terms of what the Chiefs did last night, they made their first round pick, selecting running back Clyde Edwards Helaire from LSU, and Olathe North alum Isaiah Simmons also getting a shout out at the draft. He was selected 8th overall. He is headed to Arizona. Of course, we are excited about our snag. Hopefully him and Patrick Mahomes can do some big things in the year ahead and clinch us another Super Bowl win, right?
Well, we would love that. And of course, just looking forward to see what is going to happen maybe with the future football season. Thank you so much, Joe.
Yes, I know. We'll see you later.